the following presentation of the National Football League.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition. Game set to do battle here. As it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Dallas Cowboys. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
Now in his third season as the guy in Green Bay, and he's thrown for at least 25 touchdowns in each of the last 2 years. He and his team believe they are due for a deep playoff run as long as he stays healthy and is piloting the offense.
Let's go. Love looking to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Come on, set.
Now Love. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Love. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
In motion right, Dobbs. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll bring 4 receivers into the fold here. It's 3rd and long.
Ready.
Love now. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. This will be from 49 yards out. And this will be off the right upright, but he banks it in. High degree of difficulty there, but he gets it to go. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So he needed a little assist from his friend the right upright, but 3 points all the same.
Yeah, he's a right-footed kicker. Normally, you don't mess with the right upright as a right-footed kicker, right? You're trying to bring it back right to left. But in this case, he got the assist. Right was right.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and a yard. Up the middle, it's Williams. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 58 yards. And the Cowboys are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Love, they go play action now. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2. Third and 12. Love from the gun. Under pressure, they got him again. Jadeveon Clowney drops him again for the second straight play, and it brings up 4th down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Turpin, 45 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
They really capitalized on that one, didn't they? Yeah. Short kick, and they brought it all the way back.
Yeah, you start thinking, wow, maybe he can take it to the 35, get us in great shape. Heck, he just took it the whole way.
Yeah, no sense stopping when they're not going to stop you. Take it all the way in.
Aubrey now for the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So his big play capability in full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone. And that means they'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Love. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Packers
Set, cut.
first down.
Yellow, 43.
Gain of 12.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It was Dante Fowler who got in there to bring him down.
At the 50-yard line.
Set, ready. 33, yellow.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it 2nd down and 12.
Here we go, here we go. Block 40.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's taken in, Dontavian Wicks. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 35. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Working out of the gun. Love. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Osa Odighizuwa busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. To throw now. Here's Love. Got Dobbs over the middle. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up the third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Throwing. Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well that they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they're both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. Play action now. Prescott. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will stay a 4-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. No matter what the defense throws at them, they feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
A good run there off right tackle in old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. sack. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. They need 12 here. It's third down.
Come on, set. 50, green.
Operating from the gun. Love. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame. But collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
So possession goes over here on the punt. Dallas offense set for this next drive.
And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Love. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Love from the gun on 3rd down. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. And here's Daniel wheeling on now to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to our...
You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Room here to run. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That was huge after being behind the chains on 1st down to make this 2nd very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on 1st down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on 2nd down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
Prescott now. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wondering about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game. They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And this is off target to the left, didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will stay a 4-point game. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Play action this time with Love. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. They wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it'll be 2nd down.
Check. 45. White.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Over the middle, he's got Golden. Will go down as a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offensive coordinator and saying, call this game, and we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it. You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that game.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Prescott. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Well, not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw. Love. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Okay, right? Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Looking to throw. Love. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
62 blaster. Let's go now. 45.
Jacobs going to be hit and net at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4.
Set. Red, 30. Ready.
Love, this is 3rd and goal. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. So here now is Brandon McManus in a big spot. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by McManus is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. And he'll drop here to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Here's Brian Anger now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
2nd down and 6 now.
4 yards on the pickup.
Here we go. Set.
2nd and 6.
Love looking to throw it.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards at a first.
Gain of 9 yards. That's good for Packers. 1st down.
Now Love. That's complete to Wicks. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Here's Love. Pressure comes and down he goes.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Love now.
Short throw, he's got Kraft.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
It's a gain of a yard. That's another Packers 1st down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Ready.
Back to throw. Love.
He gets that one complete to Wicks.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
On the out route, Dobbs brings it in. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
1st down. 1st and goal.
Let's
at
go.
the 9-yard line.
Here's Jacobs. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Jacobs, a 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Packers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Prescott. That's caught by Tolbert.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. That is caught by Lamb.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here's Prescott.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. To throw, Prescott. Finding Tolbert here over the middle.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Now Prescott. Well, this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here's Dak.
He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
Looking middle, and that's complete. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime.
Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Come on, set, hut.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
It's a loss of 2.
Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
Brendan Aubrey to kick
So
off for the
advantage
Cowboys.
Packers here. They'll possess the ball first with a chance to win it here in overtime. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10
At the 20.
Black 40. Ready?
He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Opening drive of overtime. Both teams will get a possession, barring a defensive score. Here's 2nd down. Short throw. He's got Kraft.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down at 6. Big play coming up.
Pass caught. That's Golden.
And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. On now is the Packers punter. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And that is nearly intercepted. Oh, that would have changed things here in overtime, but instead, it's just 2nd down.
To throw is Prescott.
Here's one deep for Pickens.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Prescott.
Open man right side, it's Lamb.
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. The Green Bay offense ready to take over.
Well, this is a pretty rare situation here, Charles. You get into overtime, neither team coming through with even a field goal on their first drive. So now, sudden death with the time remaining. Next score wins.
And now I would say that going at it might be a little bit easier for both teams now because they eased it in overtime. That first series, boy, everything on the line then. Now you've seen what a defense is throwing at you. You can make some adjustments, and all you need is 3 points to win it.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Each team's had it in overtime, so next score wins. Here's 2nd down.
Love. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the 1st down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Love.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Kenny Clark coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back.
Love looking to throw it. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And on 4th down, Ottage, the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at the 20. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30.
And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now Dak.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
This now a 3rd and 4.
There's Prescott.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Love. Able to connect with Jacobs.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Ready. 50.
Now Love. That's caught by Wilson.
A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If he makes someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
Ready.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Going right back to Wilson. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now third down as the clock runs. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. That is caught. And he's going to have the Packers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Wilson out of the shotgun. And he's going to ball his way forward to the 48. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Set. Ready. Yellow. Ready.
They'll run again with Wilson. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. On now is the Packers punter. And in double overtime, this needs to be a good one. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Rashawn Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss.
They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
2 yards on the
Prescott now.
And that nearly picked off. Oh, that would have been a big INT here in overtime. Instead, they'll get another shot on 3rd down. That's into the hands of Tolbert.
2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10.
Right at the 30.
Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, and it's intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
At the 30-yard line.
Now we give up the middle to Williams.
To about the 26 here.
Oh, that's been the beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Overtime with 2 minutes to play. We are in sudden death, but still all tied up. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Again, it's Williams. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And he got it. The kick is good. And they have won it here in double overtime. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off.